What's going on with y'all? So I was gonna mark up. So I wanted to just hop on here and mark up with you guys. And I was about to start training binary for like half an hour. I was like, you know what? I feel like going live. Why not just go live and y'all can just join in, so y'all can know what I'm doing. I figured let's just go over supply and demand really quickly, right? And make sure we don't get confused. Cause I don't know if you ever had any training from me or not, but we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna use two things, right? We're gonna use supply and demand. Let me add this up here. Price action. And we're gonna also combine it with the HEIKIN setup on this side. So right, so we're gonna have two things going on. We're gonna use two things. And if you guys can't hear me, let me know. Give me like 1 minute. My dog is going crazy. Let me just play some music in the meantime. Alright, let's get back into it. Sorry about that, guys. But gotta take care of the fur babies. Gotta take care of the fur babies. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna use two things, right? We're gonna combine them together, which is gonna really help you with your binary options. Now, I'm gonna show you how to use it on TradingView, but we're gonna just mark this up though straight from pocket options. Right, we're not gonna mark up on TradingView and then try to go to pocket options. Right, that's really, to me, doesn't give you like those sniper entries because timing matters, right? We're talking about minutes and seconds. So we're going to get into aggressive buying and selling. Now, if you don't know the opening and closes of your candles, right, I'm going to have to go somewhere and get some super basic training because I'm not going to go over that part. Right, but we're going to have my yellow candles. It's going to be my sell candles. And my purple candles would be my buy candles. Alright. So for us to consider something aggressive buying, we're going to need one sell candle followed by a minimum of 3 buy candles. Right. So your goal as a trader is to find this combination. If you can find this, right, so all you're going to focus on in the beginning to train your eyes. And the next step you're going to do is take your rectangle tool. You're going to go from wick to wick. Right, let's change our demand to green, blue. And we're going to drag it across. That's going to be our demand. Our goal is when we get something like this, especially if on the opposite side, price was below, right? If price was below, and then we got this impulsive breakout, right? We want price to retrace back. I don't want this to be yellow, right? We want price to retrace back, and then we're going to look for some type of candlestick combo to take the trade up, right? That's going to be the goal, whether it's Forex or binary, right? You apply it in the exact same fashion. This is why I love market structure, right? Because you can do it on either side. But with binary options, you know, timing is a little bit better. I mean, a little bit more important. So if we were talking about Forex, this is where we'd be looking to have our buy. We want to have our risk below the order block, right? Because it's going to be order block. It's your bullish engulfing. It's your last sell candle followed by 3 bullish, right? Really, really simple. Really, really simple, right? Binary options, the exit will depend on the timer. As long as we're above our entry, we're good to go. When it comes to Forex, while we're on the topic, you always want your exit to be either the last high, right? Or you're looking for some sort of supply that's above, right? Some sort of supply that happened above. So that's the first step for demand, right? How do you find demand? Demand is aggressive buying, right? We want to follow the leader of the big banks. The big banks is going to give you the signal. We're going to wait for retracement, and we're going to look to follow the leader to catch the next higher high, or exit here, or your timer that we're going to use for binary today. Okay, 30-second candles for binary, but 1 minute timer, 1 minute expiration. All right, that's going to be our rules today for binary. So let's do the same thing, but let's focus on supply now. All right, what does supply look like? Supply is going to be the exact opposite. All right, we're going to have our last bullish candle that pushed up, and let's keep consistent. We're going to make it purple. All right, the market is in the uptrend, and then price finally decides to close below. Gonna change this back to our sell candle, and we're gonna need that exact same thing, right? We're gonna need 3 sell candles. Just fix these a little bit. But y'all know it's gonna be wicks on both sides. Again, you take your rectangle tool, you want to be wick to wick of order block. This is our order block. Right, and what we're looking to do is we're looking to have price retrace back to this area. So then we're gonna wait for some sort of candlestick combination that's gonna get us back in the trade. Again, for Forex, right? Above the order block. Where's your exit? Your exit is gonna be the last low. Or maybe you pulled out your fib to take it to the next low. And before retracement starts, you should be getting out that trade. Right? But again, binary options, these are going to be our 30-second candles. We're going to wait for the retracement. And then we see the continuation. We're going to take that minute trade. So since these are 30-second candles, right? Understand the concepts. It's 30-second candle. 30-second candle. 30-second candle. Right? Why am I using a 30-second candle and a minute timer? Well, let's think about this notion, right? This is going to be our signal, right? We're going to be looking to enter somewhere over here. Entry. Right? When are we going to exit the trade? Well, we don't choose the exit. The exit will end after exactly 1 minute. So how many 30-second candles are we going to be in this trade after our entry? Right? At least 2 of them. Right? At least 2. So if I see that this is my signal and I enter on this trade in the 30 seconds, right? Then we get into a minute. So most likely we'll either have a wick that's going to finish out that 30 seconds, or depending on when we press the button, right? Maybe we might be getting the candle that's on its way back up. But because we entered where we did and we only in the trade for 1 minute, right? That's why I don't set my timer so far past my seconds. Right? So if I did a minute trade, right, and this was 1 minute, then I'm probably going to set my timer for 2 minutes because I know at least 2 candles later I should win that trade. And it's going to be the same thing when it finally retraces, right? So you're giving yourself almost 2 setups for 2 trades for 1 setup, right? Because now we call it the breakout. When it retraces and we catch the same thing, right, what is it going to do? It's going to close back below again. Right, that's my sell candle. It's going to close back low again. And then I'm going to take the next trade. So again, right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So this is the signal. That's our entry. We're going to enter on this candle. Still be in for the next candle. And by the time this candle and the next one is starting, we should have cleared that trade. Right? So that's for the buy and the sell. So let's just go try that now on pocket options. All right, let's go find that same similar setup and apply it. Okay, right now, a lot of the setups are at 92%, so I'm just gonna highlight this. Plus, I also wanted to go over a new feature that just came out on pocket options that's I kind of like. I'm like, oh yeah, that double up is sweet. So I'm trying to find something that's ready for you guys. That trade about to take off. So I got my timers on 30 seconds, right? These candles last 30 seconds. The countdown is showing how much timer left is on each candle. I always want to set my account not to a number, right? You want to have proper risk. So thank goodness for pocket options, they actually added that feature where you can set the percentage. So you want to be at 1%. Let's take this one off because it is 26%. That's another reason why I like keeping them up here, because when they change percentage, I can see, right? Because those just was at 26%. Don't ever want to trade anything, in my opinion, lower than like 80%. I really only trade when it's 92% anyway. But a lot of people don't like OTC. That doesn't really matter to me. I just focus on the structure of things. Sorry about that. My phone is going off right now. All right, so let's keep looking. So, you know what? Let's just see if we can at least find supply and demand, right? So let's look at this section here. We have this last sell candle, and then 3 buy candles followed, right? So if I get my rectangle out, you know, we just went over, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to put our rectangle right on top of that. I actually like my rectangles blue. So what I want to do is, I don't want to press buy until we close back above the section, right? If we close below, then I know it's looking to continue to sell, right? And if it is continuing to sell, where is it looking to go? Probably down to this demand area, right? So I'm gonna get another rectangle, and now they added this feature too, where you can just copy. So that was cool, because I hate having to keep updating the settings every time. So now we just reached another area where price likes to buy from. So let's just see if this area we can get a candlestick combination that'll get us into this buy. Right, again, they're 30-second candles. So we just took this after this closed below these two dojis. This would have been a nice trade, and it would have been over. Right, we'd have entered somewhere over here, and we see a minute later, it was down here. Right, that trade would have definitely cleared. But right now, we're looking to see if we could catch the retracement up, especially since we hit demand. How we know it's demand? Right, 1 sell candle followed by 3 buys, and we put out a rectangle around the order block. So let's see if we get any reaction to get us back into this buy. Right, we know the retracement is coming. Right, we know it's coming. And got to retrace. We just broke this support. Right, we had some consolidation. We broke this bullish engulfing. So once they went against themselves, we knew right there they were looking to sell. Right, that's why it's important to know what the close is. Let's look at price. Right, this was the last sell. Bullish engulfing. We broke this order block and went opposite. Right, so now we're getting the bulls back into the market. Right, we knew the buy was coming. It's going to most likely look to retrace. It's coming back up so bullish. Right, the candle's about to close. It's confirmed bullish, so let's see if we take this trade and see if we can get the win. Right, now again, this is gonna be a minute trade. Right, this is the trade that's open. We got 45 seconds left on it. So let's see if we can get this to clear. Now they added this double up feature, right? This double up feature is where if I put a trade right now, it's gonna actually end this trade the same amount of time this will end. It's not gonna follow the 1-minute rule. It's gonna put a second trade in, but it's gonna close within 22 seconds, right? So sometimes with a good setup, that's really helpful. But this trade is out of there, going to the moon. It was a perfect setup. We waited, we followed the rules. Why was it such a big takeoff right there? It's going to be the same thing you're going to do in Forex. We literally just did it, right? Practice on TradingView. It literally didn't take long to study that. right? What did I do? I found where they last broke below. I said, well, where they probably going to? All right, where they probably going to demand? Because when we got to this area last time, it was a big takeoff. We just took out this low. We got into the area. Waited to see the bulls come back. Soon as that thing closed, we got in. 2 candles later, we're able to clear. Why? Because we're on 30-second candles. We only need 2 to clear above our entry. Right? Very simple. We didn't even add the indicator or anything. All we really did was use supply and demand. Right? And look how nice that trade turned out. So now where we think price might retrace to again. Now we could refresh because now we have this new sell candle, 1, 2, 3. Can we see price coming back here to give us another buy later? Absolutely, right? If it does not, right, this is our shoulder, our head. So maybe we'll get that inverted shoulder. Maybe it'll just retest to this area. Where could this buy possibly be heading to? Well, we're going to look for supply. Now you know how to find supply, right? Come over here. And if you look, we have 3 bullish candles and this order block right here. Now it's in a funny shape, but that's where it is. With a little fake out. Right? We can see price coming all the way up here at some point. And if it do, you'll have a really nice setup because every time price gets to this area, we have a strong push up. Right? And the thing about binary, we don't need the whole move because that's the thing. It's set to a 1-minute timer. Like, as long as we get 3 candles to go in the direction we want, then we're good to go. So if you can just catch a sniper entry from here and catch the first 2 candles that drop, right, you should clear the trade. But right now, we would need price to retrace because I want to always follow that rules for binary because, again, binary, your timing got to be correct. So let's see if it's another one that's almost ready. That was a nice, perfect trade. So I'm not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to go over that. But just to train your eyes a little bit, right? Price came all the way up here. Where's the order block that we call supply, right? Where's the area that would be supply? Well, do we have a buy candle followed by 3 aggressive candles? We sure did. So we can get this trade prepared for when it's ready. We don't know when it's going to get there, but when it get there, you know you'll have a nice setup. So maybe you could use TradingView to set an alert for this area so you don't miss the trade. Or maybe you're in the middle of trading and you can look for setups that's going to work like this. So this was bullish engulfing, bullish engulfing. Look like it's going to close above again. I might take this one too. Right, this one might be ready. Should have got in already, to be honest. But let's see if this trade will play out. Right, might want to pull back a lot, but we'll see. You never know. It might make it long enough. Right, but keep in mind, the main sell we're going to look for is when you get to here. Right, that is. Oh, you know what they added to? They did add. Oh, it's already gone. But they added the rollover, guys. I don't see it here, but they added it. But this is the double up button I was talking about. Like, let's say I press double up right now because I feel like, oh, it's a good extra trade. So instead of it adding a whole minute, it's going to still close at the same time. Right? So sometimes I might use it if I feel like, man, it might clear both trades. Right? But I did want to show you how that works. But yeah, so I'm super excited for like all these little different features they added. So let's see. I'm not gonna be about to lose those two. Right. But still, y'all get the point of what I'm saying. This is probably what I should have waited for, the retest. So let's see if we get the candle again to get back in. Right, so hopefully y'all understand it. If y'all don't, like, type in the chat, let me know. And then I'll go over it, I'll explain it one more time. I wonder why. I wonder. Oh, I guess the rollover is only when you're in your maybe your live account. Maybe that's what it is. I don't even. I tell people don't try to use the rollover too much. It's not good for you. If you lose, you lose. Let it go. But at least they only let you get one rollover here. You can't do more than one rollover. All right, so I'm gonna lose that trade too. So before I get off, let me come over here and let's go over the Hakanashi setup real quick too. Right, let's have this going for you guys. And Hakanashi has a flat top, a doji, and flat bottom candles. All right, I kind of just categorize them into, again, just 3 types of candles. Let's see, green. Right, sell candle, indecision candle, a flat bottom. Right, sell, indecision, a buy. Right, so the whole point is to find your traps. Your trap is gonna have either a sell master candle or a buy master candle, and in between that master candle is what I call a trap. You're gonna have the trap, which is basically consolidation. But the Hakanashi trap, this is how we would trap it, right? We see the trap, so we're gonna use the body of the master candle to trap the dojis, and we're gonna look to enter the trade when it closes below. Oh, it's the buy candle, so let's put it up here. If it closes above for buy, or if it closes below for sell. Right, that's what the Hakanashi breakout looks like. And I know there's people that struggle with seeing price action. This really helps them. So again, either you're going to have a master candle that's a sell, right? This body is keeping control of the dojis. Sometimes the wicks can go outside. That's why we wait for it to close to see if it really is going to close inside or outside. Then we have the other version is the master candle being the buy candle. And once again, it has the trap. We're waiting for price to close above or below. The master candle could be a buy or a sell candle. Doesn't determine if price is going to continue below or above. Right? So let's go back here and do it again. Right? Now let's change our candles to Hakanashi. And let's make sure we're on the 30-second. Now let's look at the area where we caught the buy. Right? Here's our Hakanashi setup. Right? The last flat, and then we have all these dojis until price finally closed above. Right? Then what was nice, they end up giving us another setup. Right? Flat, all the dojis is caught in the body of the master candle. The first candle closed above. We should be getting in on this candle. Like this setup that's happening right here. This candle just closed above this little setup here. And we see how bullish the candles is going. Let's see if we have a setup that's like in the middle of forming. All right, like this one. All right, let's see if we can catch this trade. Right, and this is what you do. You back test and practice. Right, see which way price is going to close above or below. And in this case, we see we super high. Right, but price is saying, hey, I still want to go higher. Doji's in a trap. Price closed above. Look how bullish this candle is at 17 seconds left. Right, and so what's the rule if the next candle, oh, they changed the money. So let me put it back to percent. Right, so now the second candle is out. I didn't take this trade only because the close is so high up. Right. but we can still play it out, even just looking at it like, okay, this is kind of how you build confidence. Like, all right, so this is the strategy. This is where I would have pressed the button. And if I get 2 candles higher by the time the timer's over, then you would have won that trade. So let me also add the alligator, right? The alligator usually helps you because what happens is when price breaks above, it's going to be attracted back to the alligator. And you could use that for like your flags and your breakouts, right? Because you don't want to enter the trade too early. So we see the flag here. We see price pushing back, trying to get to the EMA, and then price finally closed back above, right? That'd have been a nice trade, right? Then it happens again, right? And that's what you see about HEIKIN and ASHI. It kind of takes away all the price action. As we see it pulling back, we wait for it to close above. Then we could have gotten this trade. Could have possibly got wicked out depending on your entry, right? But you still follow the rules, or you wait for a sound HEIKIN and ASHI setup. Where's the setups? Right? If you don't see a clean one, don't use one. But in this case, right, we see a clean flat bottom. We see the 2 dojis, price closed above. Right? 30 seconds later, this one you might would have lost, or maybe you would have caught it as this went back up. So now price retrace. So as I was saying before, since it closed up so high, if I'd have pressed the button, I probably would have been entered here, and then I would have been losing the trade in the retracement. But maybe this time we'll get another flag. And you can use that break and retest to get in the trade. So let's see if this one gives us what we're looking for. Just have to be patient now and wait. Right? Just be patient now and we wait. Right? And you backtest. Every time I want to practice something and study, I just come to my demo, right? And as I keep building it up, the demo's been building up. Right? I think you start with like 10K. It's already up to 100K. So take advantage. Practice, study, and then go take it to your live account. Alright, and all you do is come here to the same spot, click on 1%. I wouldn't never go higher than 3% if you're new, right? Alright, so let's see if it's gonna come back now or keep breaking lower. Right, patience pays. Sometimes we gotta wait. If you really want a good setup, you wait. It looks like it's trying to close possibly below this master candle, but if not, right, maybe it'll turn around. We'll see. And then I have a call to do at 5, so I will have to hop off of here. But yeah, go study it. Practice for yourself. Let me know how it worked out for you. That's the goal. I'm just trying to give y'all stuff y'all could use. Simple stuff. Go apply it and go crazy. And I'll break the alligator down a little more later. But right now we're just using break and retest, right? Resistance, break and structure, support. Now we're trying to see if we can get the close above this trend so we can take this last trade. I got like 10 seconds left on this trade. Just thinking about it. Need to close over this trend line. It's not ready. Hopefully it'll be ready before I gotta get off. If not, you could take it yourself, right? Look like we're getting the flag the other way for the sell. Everybody's still kind of inside the master candle, so we waiting. Maybe here it's coming. Maybe it's ready this time. The trap is trapping, y'all. The trap is trapping. But we're gonna wait. We're not gonna leave. We're gonna wait to see what it presents us. Right now, the master candle is still controlling the trap right now. And the trend line is still controlling this resistance. So we're gonna see. The trap is trapping. Let's see what the alligator is. So we below or above. So right now we below the alligator. So that's probably gonna be our good sell. Had kind of like a new little trap right here. Maybe trying to get to our old demand down here. Let's see how much time we got. 37 seconds. Let's see if we can clear this before I gotta go. Nope, retraced already. That sucks. Haters. Alright, y'all. Well, I gotta get to my next call. Hopefully this helped you guys. Practice, practice, practice. Use proper risk, right? Because if you stick to 1% and you lose a trade, it's okay. You take the next one and you can't go wrong. You won't ever blow an account again. Sticking to this percentage, right? Don't click the number yourself. Click percentage if you know you don't have no discipline.